Merson, in terms of Arsenal, we'll talk more about that game to come at the weekend in a short while. It's a terrific night for Arsenal in terms of getting the job done, getting the win, beating Brentford by 2-0. So they re-established that 5-point lead at the top. But an injury to Mosquera, Declan Rice coming off. So there's sort of pluses and minuses to that night for Arsenal.
It all depends how them injuries are. But first of all, we've got to win the game. Got to win the game. They've done that. You know, there's been a bit of pressure on them tonight. Only 2 points clear. Everybody waxing lyric, and now they've gone 5 clear again. They've got to hope. I sat on here a couple of weeks ago, Bayern Munich game. I said the one player they cannot miss is Declan Rice. Cannot miss him. He's gone off injured. Hope he's the caution, like just his calf at the back. But for me, he's the one they cannot miss, and it's a massive, massive 48, 72 hours to make sure he's fit for that game on Saturday, where Villa could blow the title race wide open.
Yeah, and who'd have thought we'd have been saying that a few weeks ago? When you look at Aston Villa's start, they were down in 18th a few weeks ago, and now they're 5 points behind the Gunners.
Yeah, a good manager, real good manager. He improves players, makes players better. But it'd be a big test on Saturday for Arsenal. I think if they get through that, I just don't see anybody being able to touch him if they get through that game.
Mikel Merino, quick word on him. He scores the opening goal of the night, his 5th of the season. 21 goals in the Canada year for club and country. He's not too bad a makeshift striker, is he?
No, he's clever. He's clever. But if you see his goal's an amazing header. Any centre-forward would be proud of it. The way he gets in front of Pinnock and heads it down. It's a proper goal. You know, Eucharist would have been well pleased with that. Yeah, he does a good job. He's a great player to come in and play. He joins in the play. He drops off more. He's not like Eucharist, but he drops off. You know, he won't play on the shoulder, but he's a clever player, hard to pick up, and he scores vital goals. He comes across as a big game player for me.
And Arsenal continue to be so difficult to beat. Now unbeaten in the last 18 in all competitions, but more importantly than that, they restore that 5-point lead at the top. Let's hear from Ben White and the goal scorer for the second goal, Bukayo Saka now.
Bukayo, Ben, I mean, that was a hard-fought win in the end, but I'm sure from your point of view, it was about getting the 3 points, was it?
Yeah, that's all it was about, to be fair. You know, last week was a really intense week, 3 massive games. It was on such a high, and today, you know, we just needed to get the job done, and we did that, so we're happy.
You got to watch that for a lot of the match. What was it like from the bench, watching that first half in particular?
Yeah, I felt we controlled the game really well. We started really well. You know, this man got the assist, I'm happy for him, but yeah, we're just looking for the second goal, which we got in the end, and that secured us the victory.
Yeah, Ben back in the side, another start for you this season, a second, and you had some marauding runs. You pulled the ball back for the opening goal as well. What was it like out there today?
Yeah, it was nice. Obviously not played too many games this season. The boys have been unbelievable, so yeah, I think it's just about supporting everyone, whoever's playing, whoever's not, sticking together, and you know, when you do get a chance to perform as high as you can.
It has been mentioned as well that the depth in squad at Arsenal this season, when it comes to the title race, could be one of the differences. Do you think you've got the best squad depth in the league?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, training every day with all these players is unbelievable, and you know, there's players that don't get any minutes that would probably start in any other team. So yeah, it's a pleasure every day to work with these boys.
What do you think?
Same as Ben.
Yeah. And just talk me through the goal for a second. Did you think it was going to cross that line? Were you wondering, because you'd had a near miss as well just before that?
Yeah, I just had a near miss just before that, and I was just hoping I'd get another chance. I'll score it, and obviously at first it looked like it wasn't going in, but then the bounce was nice for me. So yeah, I was happy to see it go in.
A lot of football lately. Just finally, just sum up how you're feeling as a squad about this season. It's all going well. 18 unbeaten.
Yeah, you just got to take game by the game. I think such a long season, don't want to get carried away with anything, and just keep doing what we're doing.
Fantastic. Bukayo, would you do the honours? Because Ben White, you are player of the match. Congratulations.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you.
You deserve it, man.
Meanwhile,
Chelsea by 1-0. So too to Arsenal against Brentford. Mikel Merino with another goal, and the players, Manu, that Mikel Arteta brought in tonight, all combining in the build-up.
Yeah, great lineup from Arteta, and great movement between those two players. And I really like the way he made his header, you know, Mourinho, and he cut the cross. You know, we can see the desire he put into the header. You know, just just in front of the defender, you know. And I wonder if Gyökeres was very happy with that because since he played up front, he always scored goals.
Yeah. Times it really well, doesn't he? I mean, that's the whole essence of a centre forward in that situation is to meet the ball literally a foot past the defender. So you've got to time your run perfectly. It's basically just after the ball leaves the crossing player's foot is when you make your run, and you try to time it just as you get past that defender.
And let's remember, he is predominantly an attacking midfield player. Since February, when he was asked in those emergency circumstances to play up front for Arsenal, he has the most headed goals.
How many goals he scored already?
So he has now got 13 goals in this calendar year, more than any other Arsenal player.
It's going to be the best scorer so far in Arsenal. Amazing.
And as you can see, second on the list is Kevin Schade. He crashed a header there against the crossbar. Should he have done?
Who should have scored? Yeah, this is probably an easier chance than the Marino goal, actually. He's pretty central. All the pace is on the cross. It's an in-swinging ball. Anywhere low, really. Can he get above it and head it down? I mean, it's a great save. How good is this goalkeeper?
Amazing save.
What a fantastic save by Raya. But he gives him a chance, and he shouldn't give him a chance. You know, there's a lot of the goal to aim for there. It's a massive chance. And listen, when you're Brentford, when you go into the Emirates, you're not going to get many chances like that. You simply have to score them.
OK, and they didn't, and Arsenal lead by 1-0. Right, elsewhere.
I just want to quickly wrap things up with you, Sue, and Aston Villa, because we were talking, there's been so much talk about those 9 goals coming from outside the box, about, you know, as well as Ollie Watkins' goal drought, hadn't scored an 11, well, he breaks that goal drought today, and all 4 goals inside the box.
Yeah. And I think, well, we were saying it was a positive that they've got those quality players that they can score from outside the box and from different players. I think the thing that we were all saying, there's a real upturn in form for Aston Villa. They're playing well, but it's just about, can Ollie Watkins get back into that goal-scoring form? And you just think that's going to give him a huge amount of confidence. We know that he's been playing through an injury, so he's not quite been at 100%. But, like I say, that first goal was really brave, getting himself in front and putting the ball in the net. And then the second goal was just typical Ollie Watkins, wasn't it? It's a brilliant run in behind, really good spot from Rodgers, and then it's just a calm finish. But he had other opportunities, got himself into some really good positions. So, lots of positives, I think, to take away for Aston Villa.
And we'll talk more about the game on Saturday, the lunchtime kick-off. Aston Villa facing Arsenal at home, 12:30 on Saturday. But in terms of Aston Villa now heading into that game, they're up into third, 27 points, 5 points behind Arsenal. I know Emery and Villa fans will say, well, the Villa fans might say something very different, but he'll no doubt say we're not part of the title race. Well, right now they absolutely are. Can they maintain this? I mean, that's 8 wins in 9.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? And I think because of the poor start that they had, we were all saying, what's happened to Aston Villa? You know, they can't pick up a point, they can't score a goal. But then they've got a manager, and a manager in Unai Emery that is just a class act. You know, he's so meticulous. You knew that he would find the solutions at some point, and that's exactly what he's done. He gets the best out of the players that he's got on there. He clearly wanted more players in the summer, didn't get those players, but he's working with what he's got, and he's certainly got a team that we know very well organised. We know that they've got quality, and they're certainly in form and have got that momentum. So because of the position that they're in, of course, you've got to say that they are in there.
Merson, in terms of Arsenal, we'll talk more about that game to come at the weekend in a short while.